So I made another purchase. I actually purchased a Paul Rich Stardust watch. So in this video, I'm just going to tell you guys my opinion of it. And I've had it for about 24 hours and all the little quirks and stuff that I think are make it cool, and probably the biggest con that I don't like about this watch. So if that's something you want to see, stay around. But this is Logical Advice. I'm your host. Let's get it. Okay, so before we do anything, make sure you like and subscribe, comment below, let me know what you think of this watch. Let me give you guys a little backstory on how I arrived here. So basically, a friend of mine has a little bit of money, and he kind of got me into watches. Now, of course, I'm not trying to, so my approach to everything is more logical, zero emotion. You know what I mean? So I know one thing, since I'm new to watches, I wanted to make sure that I didn't want to go out and spend a truckload of money and then realize that I barely wear watches. So case in point, I bought an expensive Apple Watch 2 years ago. And after about 3 or 4 months, I stopped wearing it. You know what I mean? It was the weirdest thing. No idea why. So knowing that, I'm like, well, I don't want to go and spend a lot of money on a watch and then kind of history repeats itself. So I figured I would buy something a little bit cheaper. Now, I know when it comes to this watch, and I'll give you guys a close-up, to this Paul Rich watch, this is going to be more along the fashion side than actually being, let's say, a watches guy watch. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. So I figured I would buy something a little bit more in my price range that I'm comfortable with, and then I would see how it goes from there. And I ended up on getting blasted on Instagram about Paul Rich and this watch. Now, I know a lot of people have mixed reviews. Some people like Paul Rich's brand. Some people hate it, customer service complaints and all the other good stuff. And I respect that. My experience has been lovely so far. I got my watch in 2 days after I ordered it. It wasn't damaged. The box wasn't damaged. Came in a neat little box that I probably should have showed you guys. But you know, other than that, it's been really cool. So I kind of like it. You know what I mean? I don't kind of like it. I actually like it a lot. I like the way that it sits on my wrist. I like the way that the brushed aluminum. You know what I mean? I like the crown. The crown has the little Paul Rich, if the camera would focus, insignia on there. You know, it's really cool. And it's heavy. It's definitely heavy. So it gives me the vibe of, like, you know, being a pretty good quality watch. So I know a lot of people, like I said, have mixed feelings about this watch and everything along those lines. But for me, it's been pretty good. I've gotten plenty of compliments. Everybody tells me that that they think I bought a pretty expensive watch, when in retrospect, I don't think I even spent $300 on this watch. So to me, that was a great start point. Now, the only thing that I wasn't a fan of, number one, this is a green face. This is gold with a green face. There you go. That's a really good shot right there. And you guys can see that it's the Stardust one, obviously. But it's really not that sparkly. So, of course, Paul Rich, you know, they give you the logo is really close to, I'm going to take it off. So the logo is eerily close to the Rolls-Royce branding or whatever. And one of the things that I really wasn't happy about, I guess I liked that it had the Rolls-Royce logo look kind of thing going on, but I wasn't a fan of the fact that, you know, it has the Stardust stuff is just, it's not that shiny. Like, it's really, like, you guys are getting it now because there's an LED light that is really popping them off, but they really don't jump like that. That's probably my biggest complaint. I mean, you know, I thought it was pretty cool because it looks just like an AP Royal Oak. Maybe it's even got a little bit of a Hublot vibe. But, you know, I think for what it's worth, for a cheap watch, fashionable watch, I think this is a pretty solid pickup. So, would I recommend? I'm thinking this is going to be a regular feature in my, in my regular life. I actually really like this watch. So, you know, I know a lot of people, complain about them and have had bad experiences. And then there's a slew of people that just don't like the Paul Rich brand, excuse me. I'm not one of them. I think this is a solid watch. I don't know if I'll necessarily do the Stardust watch again. I know they have some frosted ones that I've just been getting emails about, so I'll take a look at them. But I think this is actually a solid watch. I think if you're a beginner just like me, this is a great way to start. If you want to get the Hublot, the AP kind of look without spending Hublot or AP money, I think this is a good way to go. Plus, if one day I just realize I'm not really wearing a watch any day, it's a cheap watch. You know what I mean? I wouldn't lose any sleep about the money I spent on it. So I think if you're not a hardcore and you're a beginner, I think this is a solid place to start. Pretty sure there are a lot of people that would agree, and pretty sure there's a number of people that would disagree. But at the end of the day, you make your own decision. As a regular guy, regular consumer that's not a professional, or I don't make a living, you know, grading or looking at watches, I think this is a solid one. I think this is not too bad. You know what I mean? I do kind of, you know, the price wasn't that bad. I want more Stardust for what, you know, for spending, you know, a couple of $100, but you get what you pay for. But overall, I think this is a solid watch. There are plenty of reviews, so don't just watch mine. You can go and, you know, check out other guys. And I just hope I don't get butchered like some of the other reviews that I watch. But I think this is a solid watch. I think it'll definitely keep me keep my interest peaked in the watch game and kind of get me to continue to want to grow and keep purchasing more watches, and from different brands also. So not bad. So hopefully I gave you guys a little bit of, you know, a little bit of substance about my, you know, the Paul Rich gold-plated, I won't say gold-plated, gold with green face Stardust. So hopefully you guys liked it. Like I said, I didn't really do any research. I just kind of looked, you know, I did a little, maybe I watched 2 videos and did like 1 Google search, and I didn't see anything that alarmed me. My watch came fast. It was really in good condition. There was no damage, and it looks pretty clean. I've already got several compliments. Like I said, I just got this yesterday, so I've already went and got the links removed, and, you know, feels pretty good. So I definitely think it's worth a shot if you can afford it. Kind of make your own decision. Don't always believe the naysayers. You don't, you know, you don't have to believe me, but, you know, for me, this works. This will satisfy my urge for a few weeks at least. So that's all I have for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment below. Instagram is linked below, and just let me know what you think of this watch. You know what I mean? Hopefully everybody isn't still being too negative about this, but that's all I have for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.